Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort officially kicks off next Friday, and we are so excited to celebrate. In today's video, we're going to check out everything that you need to know before coming to Disney California Adventure Park to help prepare you for the ultimate Halloween time experience. We're going to talk about everything from the new exclusive Halloween time foods that are releasing for this season, take a closer look at what fun decorations you could expect to see around the park, and talk about some updates that you'll need to know before visiting Disney California Adventure Park for the Halloween time season. It's all in this video and much more, so stay tuned. But before we get started with today's video, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you guys do enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and tap that notification bell to be notified when we do drop a new video. So let's get started. Now, starting off here in the Esplanade, it looks like we have the banners up for the Halloween time season. As you can see, pretty much through different attractions or different areas of Disney California Adventure Park, they're decorated for the Halloween season, which is really fun. We love this hidden and added detail that Disney does each and every year. As we make our way closer to the Disney California Adventure Park entrance, you guys can see Oogie Boogie has arrived finally. The other day we checked and he was halfway complete, so it's nice to see that he is finally up, looking spooky, and we're so excited for the Halloween time season to kick off here at Disney California Adventure Park. We have arrived here to Buena Vista Street, and this is actually one of our favorite places to be for the Halloween time season. Be on the lookout, as during the Halloween time season, they'll actually have purple banners all around the park, or this area of the park as well. And you guys can enjoy some of the fun decorations. Sometimes you can see some bats and other fun things, so keep that in mind. And of course, the next thing you want to do is get yourself a Disney California Adventure Park map, and this will help you throughout your entire Halloween time adventures here when you are coming. Again, it's just something that you want to have. It gives you a lot of tips and tricks and different areas to go explore around the park, including other fun foods and other festivities. Also here on Buena Vista Street, if you turn around once you guys come in through the ticket booth, you guys can actually see Oogie Boogie. He looks super scary and fun for this Halloween season. Now it's time to check Five and Dime and do a little bit of Halloween time shopping. If you are coming for the Halloween time season here at Disney California Adventure Park, one major thing everyone loves doing, including myself, is not only just looking at the merchandise, but purchasing a few items to commemorate your visit while you're here, including, again, one of our favorites is the Disneyland pumpkin mug, which will run you $24.99. In years past, we've liked to collect the different Mickey and Minnie plushies, but unfortunately this year, they're not up to our normal standard, but they are really fun. And it looks like we also have a hat, which again, we like collecting each and every year. This will run $29.99, and a few other items, including a new and fun Loungefly and a Disneyland or Disney Halloween countdown calendar. And one collection that has been super popular this time around is the Hocus Pocus collection. So you can see there's a few new items this year, as such a sweater. We have some returning ears. These have been around the parks for a while. And we have a brand new sweater that just showed up, which is a Hocus Pocus kind of acid wash looking crew neck. And if you're feeling froggy, we have some really cool Rice Krispie treats, as seen before. We actually bought some for Raylani. And then there is also a really cool dress that actually looks really neat. We do love the pattern and the design. And if you're feeling very froggy, not just froggy, they have the $25 chocolate bar, which we've tried. We love, tastes really nice. Again, and you could split this with people, like, you know, $5 for 5 people. You guys can get each a piece of the chocolate, but this one's fun as well. And for you Loungefly collectors, there is a new Halloween time Loungefly that did release, and this thing does look really cool. I love the glossy finish to it and the haunted house on the front. So again, if you are a Loungefly collector, make sure you check this one out. We also have gotten a new Villains Wave, a whole collection that has released for this Halloween time season. So if you guys are fans of just the different characters, they have a little bit of something for you here as well. And how can we forget about the Haunted Mansion? They have tons of Haunted Mansion merchandise that you guys can shop for. Again, since it is our favorite, or one of our favorite rides, especially for the holiday time, it's wonderful to see some of the collection actually make its way into these stores. And of course, if you're looking for any Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise, they have a ton of things like every year. So again, if you're looking for this collection, they do have it. Something that has recently showed up is this really cool and scary jack-o'-lantern mug, and something like this would actually run you $24.99. And behind the counter, it looks like all the big Mickey pumpkins are sold out. but it does look like we have the Stitch jumping out of the jack-o'-lantern still in stock. So if you want something like this, you will have to ask behind the counter. And if you're just coming to check out other merchandise, they have plenty of stuff in this store, just kind of more generalized Disneyland merchandise. So again, just because it will be the Halloween season does not mean that you can still shop for this stuff. The more you make your way through Five and Dime and Elias & Co., the more merchandise you guys will continue to see for the Halloween time season. And again, this season's kind of geared towards Mickey's Pumpkin Patch, a really fun idea and very colorful. And of course, they have the shirt I absolutely want. This thing is so cool looking. So again, guys, for the Halloween time season, you just will never know what they'll come out with. And recently, this actually made its way to the park as well. This is something that they bring out each and every year. It's kind of like a candle holder, and this will run you $29.99, as well as another fun item for kids, which will run you $19.99, is a nice little pail for their candy. So again, this would be kind of a fun idea, especially if you guys are going to be doing Oogie Boogie Bash. Now that we just finished up doing some shopping for Halloween time, one big thing to note is, of course, Halloween time kicks off next Friday here at the Disneyland Resort, and it'll run all the way up into Halloween Day, October 31st. So again, make sure you plan accordingly if you are going to be coming here.
One of my favorite things to admire here on Buena Vista Street is going to be the window displays. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the dancing skeletons, and they have that display here, as well as like Mickey with the Grim Reaper. So if it's your first time coming, make sure you check out the displays. Over on the right-hand side of Buena Vista Street, you can find trolley treats, and I absolutely love it. They always have themed treats that you can get, like Rice Krispies treats, candy apples, and such, that are themed to the Halloween season, and they're very, very tasty. So while you're here during the Halloween season, make sure you check them out.
And another big thing for the Halloween time season here or at Disneyland, one thing we do really enjoy doing is just people watching. You never know what people are going to dress up as, so it's actually really fun to see. And again, just keep in mind with the costume guidelines with Disneyland and Disney California Adventure Park, you're not able to really just kind of dress up in whatever you want. So keep that in mind. That's kind of more towards like Oogie Boogie Bash, which we'll be talking about a little bit more later on in this week. But again, just have some fun, relax. It gets really hot. And again, the weather typically around this time is still in about the 80s. I mean, at night, it might get to like mid 70s, but it's still very warm as we approach like October. So again, keep that in mind, especially if you guys are coming here to celebrate for the Halloween time season.
One thing that you should absolutely do during the Halloween time season is find your favorite character here on Buena Vista Street. They typically pick a corner where they can interact and meet and greet with kids and adults. They usually have a very like mild costume compared to the Disneyland side, but still something very fun to look forward to. So again, go and find your favorite character.
One major thing to keep in mind, just like the big Mickey pumpkin over at Disneyland, DCA also gets a wonderful statue of the Headless Horseman, and it's going to be right in this area. And typically, you want to get pictures of it during the day, and at night it looks magnificent. And again, if you have a magic band, make sure you bring it here, as it will start to interact with that this year.
You also want to keep an eye out at the flower beds. They usually do a changeover of flowers because of the season. It's one of mine, Henry and Raylani's favorite thing to look at, as they always have the most beautiful selection. They have baskets as well with flowers included on them that hang from the lantern. So just look around, you never know what you're gonna find. Right behind me as well, finishing off in Buena Vista Street, is Carthay Circle. Typically you can find some pumpkin heads that are decorated at the top of the building that are always lit up and smiling, or some can be a little scary as well. And the front of Carthay Circle typically does have bats that are decorated on there that are geared more towards like the Oogie Boogie Bash area. Sometimes they have projections as well. So if you're here on Buena Vista Street during the nighttime, keep an eye out for that. Some exciting news that we heard is that the Disney Junior Dance Party is actually getting a makeover for the Halloween season. So last year, Raylani and I got to experience the Mickey and Minnie Halloween time party that they had in there, and it was fantastic. They were dressed in costumes. They had a storyline and different shows and dances that were going on. And honestly, I quite enjoyed it as an adult. She loved it. So if you have little ones, it's a great experience to come and do with them during the Halloween season, as it typically was something that was exclusive for Oogie Boogie Bash only, but it's going to be accessible to anybody here that is going to be here for the day.
Right across from the dance party that Nicole was just talking about is a place called Gone Hollywood. Now this is an area where we like to come over here, do some private shopping, just to avoid some of those crowds that could be potentially in the front, especially for the Halloween time season. It can get a little bit crazy, but come over here if you want to check out some merchandise, or sometimes they even have things that are typically out of stock in other areas of the park.
Again, people have asked a couple of times in the comment section down below, what is the weather like during this Halloween season? That's from August to October. And honestly, it's still very hot. So one area to keep in mind if you want to take a break from the heat is the Animation Academy. There's plenty of things you can do there, like Turtle Talk with Crush. You could do the Drawing Academy. There's all types of activities, or you could just stay in the big empty lounge and just chill as you get the nice cold breeze from the AC. So just keep that as a little pro tip.
Just kidding, we just realized that this attraction is unavailable. Typically in years past, it's always available, but you can just stand right here, get some AC still, but we will keep you updated when this becomes available again. Now let's make our way inside of Hollywood Studios and talk about a few more Halloween time updates.
So I'm sure most of you have heard of Schmoozies, but if you didn't know, Schmoozies can be found in the Hollywood Studios area, and they're known for their awesome milkshakes. But did you know that for the Halloween season, they usually have an iconic shake that just stands out? They always do a great job of theming it to the Halloween season. So while you're here, make sure you check out Schmoozies and try one of their shakes out. But with that being said, there is a foodie guide that is currently out and has talked about all of the foods that are going to be coming to the resort, and we're so excited to dig in, as it's one of my favorite things to do here at the park. So make sure while you're here for the Halloween season, you do a little bit of research, write out the meals that you want to try while you're here that are exclusive only for the Halloween season.
And for those of you who are over the age of 21, at the Hollywood Lounge here in Hollywood Studios, they have some amazing 21 plus drinks that we love trying each and every year. They also have some fun, like, you know, toppers for your drinks and stuff to make it more fun and festive. So if you guys are coming here and you're over 21, make sure you check out the Hollywood Lounge, as again, they have some really fun drinks for this time of year.
So last year, Studio Catering Cart actually had Halloween time foods that were available to purchase like during the daytime, not just Oogie Boogie, but they also had a limited or exclusive edition like Fanta soda. I believe Freeform is the one who like sponsored the whole thing, and there was also a backdrop where you could take a picture, but the soda was fantastic. So I'm praying that they bring it back because it was so cool. It was a black Fanta and it just screams Halloween.
Nicole and Raylani are so excited. This is something new. It looks like we have the Descendants backdrop, and we didn't get a chance to do it at D23, but it looks like we're gonna do it right now, and she is so excited. So it looks like there is a backdrop for the movie, so make sure you guys come over here and check it out. As we're making our way over into Avengers Campus, one thing we wanted to point out is here at the Hyperion Theater, typically for the Halloween time season here at Disney California Adventure Park, the actual front signage changes and it says Happy Halloween. So again, just keep out for these little details all around the park, as you never know what you might find. And if you guys do love the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, it actually does change over for the Halloween time season to Monsters After Dark. We've personally never been on it for that time of year, and in fact, I've gone before and I wasn't a huge fan of this ride. But if you guys want to jump on it for the Halloween time season, make sure you check it out. And as far as we know, that here in Adventures Campus, that is pretty much the only Halloween time changeover. If you guys know anything else, let us know in the comment section down below. But now it's time to make our way over to Cars Land and talk about all of the Halloween time things to do over there. Making our way over into Cars Land, one of the most iconic things to do is come over here and take a picture with the witch car. Now also right above it at night, the lights actually shine and it looks fantastic. So again, if you're coming for the Halloween time season, make sure you come over here and check this area out and get a picture.
Guys, my absolute favorite ride is going to be Mater's Graveyard Jamboree. Make sure you check it out. They have spooky songs that are remixed. Larry the Cable Guy is singing it. You have to do it, and do it at night so it's more spooky.
And right next to the ride is Mater's Petting Zoo, which this guy right here gets a complete makeover. Every year he gets mummified, so keep that in mind too. It's a fun little photo op, kids love it. We know Raylani loves it each and every year. As well as over here at Sarge's Surplus, this little lawn area gets decorated with a bunch of fun and spooky spiders, some gas tank pumpkins, and other fun things. So again, it just makes for a nice little area to come see some Halloween spooky stuff. One of our favorite things each and every year is to come over here and see these haunted spooky posters, and it looks like they're already out. So we have one that says Attack of the Space Zombies from Planet B. We have Hocus Spocus, which is really funny. Then we also have a Holland Mansion. Looks like we have Escape to the Hitch Mountain. So again, if you want a fun little backdrop, fun photo op for the kids or even big kids like us, make sure you check this out.
You guys, one major thing we wanted to point out is that the Cozy Cones get a makeover and they turn into Jack Cone lanterns, I guess is the proper way to say it. And they actually already have the faces on the cones. So that made me so excited, as you can see. So make sure you stop on over to Cars Land. At night, it looks more spectacular, as well as the characters here. You can meet Lightning McQueen, Mater, and I believe Cruz in their costume during the daytime. So if you have little ones, it's a fun photo opportunity.
But also just be careful because it looks like in this area it's closed for refurbishment. So unfortunately there's no seating at the moment, but stay tuned on our channel. We're gonna keep you guys updated to know when this area is open, just because it makes for really hard to not be able to sit down. I mean, there's a few benches, but as you guys can see over here at the cones, there's no seating over here, which people are just kind of like sitting on the ground. So again, it's a little hot and you know, we want to sit down and stuff like that. But again, we'll keep you updated on when this actually does open up for more seating. Right outside the Cozy Cones, it looks like the Trunk or Treat sign has made its way back officially. So again, if you want to come over here, you guys can take some fun photo ops. So here at Flo's V8 Cafe, you can see that the decorations have finally arrived. We have some chains making some fun spider webs. Also, what will arrive is another spider where you guys can take some fun photo ops as well. But again, it's just so cool to see that these decorations are finally appearing. Every year, right outside the Radiator Springs store, there's gonna be this spooky car that pops up right here on the side. It's one of our favorite things to come see just because it looks so fun and detailed. I know that my dad actually loves seeing it each and every year as well. So again, just stay tuned. It's not here yet, but it looks really cool when you do get a chance to see it. Right outside Ramon's, we have the Dia de los Muertos car that comes out each and every year. I believe it's probably like, not ceramic, it's like carbon fiber made. Well, I guess that's probably what all of them are made out of, but this looks really cool. One of our favorite things to see each year. But again, we also have some marigolds that are on the side. But this is like one of our favorite things, that's for sure.
My favorite, it brings a smile to my face. And if you didn't know, Ramon's hoods actually get a makeover too.
As well as when you come into the Ramon's store, typically right behind here during the Halloween season is we'll get Doc's Ofrenda. So keep that in mind as well if you're coming to visit Cars Land for the Halloween time.
So at the end of Cars Land, where you can find the town hall, you actually see a statue of Stanley where he got a little makeover and has a little witch hat for the Halloween season, as well as the facade of the town square. There's cones, there's some spark clubs, and there's a wreath. So the window displays actually have eyeballs that, you know, generate, it makes some sparky noises, and it's just really interactive and fun to see during the Halloween season.
And keep in mind that Luigi's Casa de la Tires actually turns over to Luigi's Honkin' Halloween, which is really fun. It's always a nice ride to jump on, especially if you have little ones. The music's completely changed and it's really, really fun. Also in this area, right outside, we have Guido. Now, of course, he looks like his normal Guido self, but during the Halloween time, he actually transforms. I like to actually say he is a Jedi. But who do you say he is?
Igor, I think.
So he's actually Igor, but you know, we could go with Jedi Guido. But that's over here by Rockland Roadsters. And this is what we mean by really fun details all around the park. So you can see some of the pumpkin gas tanks have actually found their way finally over into this area next to Luigi's. One more thing in this area, you can see the actual banners up top have been changed as well. And if you look on over to the right hand side, if you zoom in a little bit, you could see the Honkin' Halloween backdrop banner where we have the mad scientist of Luigi, and we have the Igor Guido. And one thing that is not necessarily Halloween time, but just ensure if you guys are coming over here, you take a moment to come over here and take a break and just check out the sights. It's always so peaceful, so beautiful. It's something that Nicole, Raylani, and myself love doing every time we're here at Disney California Adventure Park, just to soak it all in, as it is a beautiful sight to see.
Lastly, right behind me towards the end of the park, you can find Paradise Gardens Park. And in the month of September, they love to celebrate Latin Spanish Heritage Month. It's very exciting, something I've loved to do each year with Raylani. There's lots of fun things you can do there. There is a foodie guide that has already been released with wonderful food options and drinks that you guys can enjoy. There is live music that is played, as well as some great photo opportunities. Again, meeting some of the characters from our favorite films such as Coco and Encanto. There is a kids craft area. If you have little ones, it's a great way to spend some time and make that connection with them and get to know a little bit more about your alebrijes. And lastly, they have a beautiful memory wall that I love to do each and every year, where you get to honor your loved ones that have moved on and passed. As they show in the movie Coco, crossing that marigold bridge, you get to still honor your familia. So if you're here in the month of September, make sure you go ahead and take that special moment to celebrate.
One forgotten area for merchandise is seaside souvenirs. So more here in Paradise Gardens Park, you can find this area. They have tons of merchandise that you guys can check out and purchase. Again, some forgotten things. So sometimes if other areas of the park have things sold out, this place might actually have it. Now we're heading over into Grizzly Peak area to show you one major Halloween update you guys can't miss. Also, one of the most forgotten places to come shop for Halloween time is here at Russian River. Inside they have tons of Halloween merchandise that you guys can find pretty much throughout the rest of the park. But again, a nice area that's not so crowded, and you guys can check out all the merchandise for the Halloween time season.
We are in the Grizzly Peak area, and our good friend Barry the Bear, I don't remember his name, typically has a really cute jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin pail for the Halloween season. Doesn't look like he has it out quite yet, but it's something that Raylani and I love to come and see, as well as Henry. So if you're in this area, make sure you come and check out his cute little candy pail. He's not in the Halloween season yet. He is looking quite spooky with the cobwebs in his armpits. Guys, I was just gifted the nicest and coolest gift I've seen in a long time. Thank you to Magical Threads for gifting me this really beautiful embroidered sweater. She included stickers for Miss Raylani. As you can see, she is so excited. I can't wait for it to actually cool down so I can wear this. You can't quite see it right now, but there is some shimmer in the word Disneyland, and I love Steamboat Willie. So everything about this is just making me so happy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it.
So that about wraps up today's video, guys. Let us know down in the comment section below if you're going to be coming for the Halloween time season here or at Disneyland. We would love to hear. But with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and tap that notification bell to be notified when we do drop a new video. And like we always say,
may you always have a magical adventure.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.